So we just finished here. Or yeah, we just got all of the limit breaks, right? So first things first, we're gonna go get our airship back real quick. We're gonna go ahead and get our airship back. We're gonna fly over to um we're gonna fly over to the bone excavation area, and we're gonna buy rune armulets. And the reason is because we're gonna get double AP. And I'll explain exactly why we're gonna be doing that. So, and I can do that kind of like as I drive around. The reason why we need double AP is because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go from there after we buy the rune amulets. We're gonna go to not Cosmo Canyon. We're gonna go to Fort Condor, and we're gonna buy all materias. Now, all materias, when you max them out to when you master them and you sell them, you get something really crazy, like I think 150,000 or 160 or 170,000 gil. So our goal is to basically farm an area where we can get as much AP as possible. And one of the ways that we can do that is by using double or triple AP items. So now that we're here, let's go up north. And then at a certain point, we're just gonna basically just run around in circles all day. That's all that we're gonna do. I wanna buy something. I wanna buy 3 of these. Cool. And then what we're gonna do is let's PHS our guys out. Red. Who does Sid, I guess. Okay. And then we're gonna equip all of them with rune armament. And this is like really the quickest way to actually level up materia. So maybe in the future we will, or maybe offline, we'll see. But we do gotta level up like certain materials. Okay. So we have that. And then in terms of items, sorry, not items, but actual weapon equips. We'll put limited moon on. That doesn't really do us anything, but we don't really care if, you know, what he levels. We don't care what he has on there. What we do care about is this, the double, right? So we're gonna equip on Cloud Apocalypse, which will give him triple AP growth. And on Sid, I think it's something like Scimitar for triple. Okay, so think about it this way: we're gonna earn triple on that, and we're gonna earn double on this. So like, not a lot of that, right? But this materia. Let's go ahead and remove everything. Everybody. Okay, and then we're gonna start equipping. Got that. New one. New one. Okay. This is all we're gonna do. So we gotta buy 6 and 6. Okay, cool. So we gotta buy 12 all materials. Let's go head over back to Fort Condor. should be down south. I think it's over here. Anyways, following up, like, yeah. Hopefully I'll get to play Baldur's Gate maybe after we finish FF Rebirth. Rebirth is gonna take a while though for me to get through. Because I don't know if I've decided that I'm going to wait until I really like absorb like a Dragon Infinite Wealth before I start. And I know that everybody is gonna want me to play, you know, Rebirth. Like, I know everyone wants me to play like Rebirth right away because it's like, because we're playing this, right? But I feel like I want to do as much in the story as I can in Like a Dragon and not just breeze through everything. So if we buy this, let's buy from you. So let's buy like this. We need to buy like 12. But yeah, that's kind of like the plan. I think we will probably actually play Rebirth maybe like 2 weeks after it comes out. Because I want to give ourselves at least a week or so after we do like a Dragon. Because it comes out at the end of the month already. I want to take a good maybe month and a half to really play. We'll see how the timing goes. Because if I can get it actually done in a month, then we'll do it. But I want to feel like I've gotten as much of that game out as possible and try to do as much of the side stories and that stuff. And from what I've been told, the game is very long. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What I've been told is that the game is very long. Like I hear that it's almost double the amount of content. So I hear that it's going to be very, very large. One more. Have a little bit too many balls in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, like if I sell these, look how much money you made. It's 1.4 million per master. So that's how we're gonna make our money. After that though, after we play Rebirth though, following up, that's when I'm gonna probably do. That's when I probably will actually do Baldur's Gate. I know that'll be late to the party on that. But to be honest, it's because it's a role playing game. Yeah, there's gonna be certain story beats that are gonna be the same. But you know, there's gonna be like a lot of surprises that we could just try out. I mean, honestly, if we decide to be a rogue, we could just try to steal from everybody, like out in the open, and just see if we can. See if we can randomly just steal from random people all the time. And just be a scoundrel. So now that we have all of our materia, all that we have to do is go south. And there's a small little patch right. I'm trying to remember, but I think it's like the whole thing from like Skyrim, you know, like Skyrim, you just like randomly steal out of the open. And then if you get your steal so far up, you can just steal their clothes, like out in the open while they're walking around. Now, hopefully we'll get this. Okay, perfect. Okay, so cool. And all we're gonna do is basically that. And we're just gonna like. We're gonna use a tent though for now though. Let's just use a tent for good measure so we don't like get ourselves killed. And I accidentally hit the button for limits, so we'll oh wait, I need to buy a tent. Let me buy a tent right now. Let me just buy one real quick. I'll buy from the item people here. You should have it. Anyways. Now we know. There was one time I saw like Matt, so I saw Matt Mercer, right? He plays, and he's the DM for Critical Role. I saw him have this playthrough where he took these boxes and was trying to get to like past this fortress. And normally I think you're supposed to fight your way through it. But what he did is he stacked these boxes like so high. And then he used his teleportation arrow and like teleported himself like across to like where the watchman was and killed him and went through that way. It was amazing. It was amazing. So he completely bypassed the whole entire fight, which is great. And I think he did it just for fun, but it was so funny. So like yeah, like it's the funny thing is that you can always just ask like, hey, can I do this? And a lot of times they're like, I mean, yeah, sure. And there's like funny little meme videos about like, you know, can I dual class this? And then when they explain why, they realize that it's too OP, so they're like, no. But yeah, there's a lot of funny things you can do in Dungeons and Dragons. It's pretty, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. And there's also like other things that like oh gosh, there's like so many weird things you can do. I'm trying to remember like some oddball stuff. I'll have to tell you like about some of the funny items that were banned because it became too much of a problem. It became too OP. Like the idea of the items were very simple, and then yeah, And then like what they found a like exploits and like what the item does. I know this is super overkill, but this is awesome. All right, this is, but we're just gonna be fighting this thing the whole time. So sit back, relax. This is all we're gonna be doing. All we're gonna be doing all day. All we're gonna be doing. Let's see. So yeah, the first set of all materials are like level on the triple slot. Already we were in 2 fights. We're already like 1 more to the next level. And I think you gain like, I think for every fight you get like about like something like 800 or 700. So if you double it, you really gain 14 per. That guy's. So already we have like one set to level 2. Literally are so that's the stream, guys. That's the stream following up. What we're gonna do. So right at this point, we can talk about anything. Like what's been going on with your life, you know, like what's been going on, like how your New Year's was. We can talk about all of that. Oh, this is gonna be very chill. Doing this for a couple of hours. Anyways, also following up, if you have any recommendations on games from this year that you might want to play, what we're gonna be doing. Starting off with Depressive Funk. It's a full-blown depression episode, but still, it really sucks. To eat a ton of candy and sugar helped regulate my serotonin. Chocolate does that, yeah, definitely. I had to deal with being woken up by hundreds of people popping aerials and fireworks outside my house because I had to work actually New Year's Day, so That's the only thing that really sucked. What kind of candy did you have? Watermelons are good too. Those are really good. I do like watermelon. Only thing about Haribo is they make their gummies like really. I know this one thing about Haribo. They make their gummies like super tough all the time. Except maybe like their peaches, but their gummy bears are so rock solid all the time. I don't know. I'm a connoisseur of like soft candy. There's like certain things I like and certain things I don't like. True. Like my ultimate favorite thing is actually, and I know it weirds people out, but I love red vines. Red vines are like my jam. They're like my childhood movie candy. And that's all I would have. Like at every single time I went to the movies was red vines. But I'm very picky about red vines. Like they have to be fresh, and I hate it when they're like have been sitting out and they're rock solid. You ever had it when they're like super old? Like you can tell the red vines haven't been like they were like in the like whoever was like passing them out, like they were giving like only the fresh ones away all the time, so you have these super old ones. Oh man. But if you ever had a soft like red licorice, and I've had other red licorices before, and I don't yuck on anyone's yum about the competition because it is preference. But there's just something about an all red flavor and the way the licorice is made that I absolutely love. I just love the texture. And I always, and you know what's also strange? I used to think that it was weird, or well, not that it was weird, but I'm particular about it to the point where I don't like to eat a red vine and use it as a straw, but I know that's a thing that people do. I just usually like it plain. As like a standard movie. And the other weird thing is that I do not like black licorice. Black licorice, I absolutely do not. Yeah, yeah. I can see that. Okay, we're doing somewhat. We need to like upgrade about, I want to say about 100 all. Right now we have about 5. We have about 20. So if we get all of these up to all by the end of the stream, we should be able to get 99 million. So we'll see. We're trying really, really hard. Red 13 is dealing some heavy DPS now. Heavy DPS. Cloud's actual ultimate weapon is kind of weird though, because like it's based off of his like HP like actual hit point versus HP like cap. Like The higher his HP is, closer to his full life, the more damage he does. But if it's like below half, he does like really like horrible damage, like bad damage actually. So he's only good if his life is always at max. Ferrero Rocher. Oh, that stuff is so good. I do like chocolate though. I do like chocolate. And the other thing is that in Hawaii, we have our own local versions of doing certain snacks too. That we do with candies as well. We have our own way of, like culturally, we have like things that we specifically hear that. I think I've never seen anywhere else. Anybody else do? So there are a lot of really cool things you can actually do here. And we are kind of farming turbo ethers here, which is actually pretty good. We do need those. Ow. And we're getting about 5,000 killed every time. So. We could have went and tried to win at the Golden Saucer. There is an item you can get where you can get double the amount of GP. It's a material you can get. But honestly, it's getting GP is such a pain that I just opted that, you know what, screw it. So we have 3 that are leveled up. Well, we can still keep them. We gotta wait until we get like the all like materia is born, and then we'll swap up. As you can see, we're slowly kind of getting back our 9, you know, our 1 million that we used to spend to do this money train. We're slowly gaining it back, but we're gonna get a lot more back once we actually sell it. But we're gonna keep actually doing this for a good amount of times. What do you know? What type of Filipino food do you normally get? Hopefully they have pork adobo there, or at least chicken adobo. I don't know if they have pork adobo there. Pork adobo is. If not, chicken is also really good. And pancit is also good. But Filipino food does have like some weird ones, like balut. Have you ever heard of balut before? Balut is really weird. Yeah, I haven't tried it. It's a running joke in Filipino food though. But I've even amongst my Filipino friends, it's really weird. You know this, and so I don't know if I could eat like a chicken embryo. Like a cooked chicken embryo. I don't know if I could, or that's see, you know, like it's so great and cooked, right? I don't know if I could eat it. But some of my Filipino friends, they eat some weird things like chicken feet. Like some of it is very out there. But you know, pancit, adobo, their ube ice cream parfait things that they have. And I have had like butter, I think, is it butter or cheese ice cream? I've had before. Halo halo, yes, yes. Halo halo's king, man. Anything ube is good. Anything ube is good. Anything purple sweet potato or taro, whatever you want to call it, is awesome. And Hawaiians even like it too, man. Hawaiians used to use that all the time. I mean, it came from Southeast Asia, and eventually the taro plant traveled over the Pacific. So, it's very important to us too. I'm actually kind of enjoying the fact. Ooh, I hit. Let me see what button. I'm kind of enjoying this stream. This stream is actually giving me more time to talk to people because all the other streams that I had, I got to be focused on story, and there's so many deep moments that we're going across, and it's kind of neat, like for near the end game, I'm just kind of kicking back and relaxing and not being so like, oh, we need to do all this stuff. It's hard to talk to viewers when I'm so engrossed in the story, and I have to think about what spells to cast, what materia to use. I have to look at my time frame and make sure we end on a really good story beat, because I'd hate to just like randomly end it in a spot where nothing's happening. I try to end it after like a big moment happens, or after we do something kind of important. Then we can kind of take a break, right? But I like the fact that this one I can just run around and I don't have to think. It's like, okay, cool. Well, I can talk to you. I can finally actually talk to you during during the shoot. Well, we chat a little bit, but a lot of times we also have schedules. And sometimes it's cool to show gameplay, right? It's cool to show actual gameplay of what I'm doing, and just sit and kind of kick back and just view a game that we're both experiencing. I know there's a lot that you missed in the previous playthroughs. I hope that you check it out now. But yeah, there's a lot of WTF moments in the previous stream and in the previous VODs, especially like right when we hit the Northern Crater or the Forgotten City for the first time. Why we don't have Earth in the party anymore. Who is Cloud? Those are like really the biggest reveals. You get to see all the emotion, right? When I talk about things too. I mean, it's cool to send memes to each other, right? It's cool to send memes, or like random IG videos or TikToks, right? But it's hard to like describe like an epic moment that's gonna be happening in the next stream. And I know that you're busy, which is understandable. But it's a different experience from reading a synopsis than being there when it happens. Because when you see some of the big reveals in the game, and I went as I came back and I played this, I remembered I tried to remember how it felt when these reveals happened. And I remembered how shocked I was, and I remember how, and I looked back at the storytelling of the game and realized, like, wow, they really tried to do this like 20 years ago, because they didn't really have Final Fantasy before this one. I mean, yeah, there are deaths and there are big shocker moments, but none that really fools the player none that really like hits the player like you want. Everything after this spawns into what could the future of their franchise be like? How could they tell a more futuristic story, right? Because a lot of it before was very fantasy, very um, old school fantasy, which I still ultimately respect. It's just that it's a totally different kind of story that they do now. It's totally different. I mean, after this, you had 9, which was even more sci-fi like. And then you had 10, which was like sci-fi / fantasy. So I feel like I've heard that one somewhere. Ramble. I feel like I've heard that. I know I probably have. It sounds so familiar. There's so many things in the pipeline. I just really wanted to play this so that way I had I have some type of archive of this. Because when I first played it, I really didn't have an archive of it, and I kind of going back to this playthrough, I forgot a lot. I forgot a lot about where to go, how to do certain things. I said, screw it, I'm gonna get a guide because I don't want to miss any important items. I don't want to miss getting limit breaks. We did cheese in only really one section, and that's the battle arena, but it's because all I wanted to do in the battle arena was get Cloud's Omni Slash, because you need to get like something really ridiculous, like 60,000 battle points. And the only way you can do that is if you earn GP. And in order to earn that much, you need to do at least like something like 20 fights of the you need to get to like the last fight, the 8th fight of the ballerina, and do that about maybe 20 times. The hard part is that there's so many. They throw a lot of how should I say it? They throw a lot of things where like it has reels, and then it gives you like a handicap basically. And there's a way to manipulate that and get the most points, but it gets very difficult and hard, especially when you're trying to get in the early game. And I wanted to get it early because I didn't want to have to go back to the Coliseum again. But unfortunately, we are gonna have to go back because one of the trophies that we need to get is getting something like 1,500,000. I think it's 1,500,000. 1,500,000 points and 500 points on Jibo. And I've gotten very close to it. Okay, so now that we have Materia Born. Yeah, we'll wait for that final tier to go. So that's a new one. So those are all new. We're waiting on the final one to level up. We're gonna wait for that final tier to pop out. These are all mouse. We're waiting for these. Cool. Sweet. So when that happens, we basically just keep doing that on the triple. On the double, we just continue to wait. We just probably have like a few more fights. But sorry, I got a little sidetracked in what I was talking about. Trying to remember. If you remember following up, let me know. Okay, so let's see. All of these are. Oh, they went up to the next level. No, I was in the middle of like talking about something, but then I had to fix all these things, and I was like, wait. So I kind of forgot what I was talking about, but it's okay. I'm pretty sure I'll review the VOD and laugh at myself. Oh, I was talking about like how this game really like previously really showed like how this could be, you know, how they could actually tell more, you know, deeper, you know, more stories that could have, or that could be more contemporary, right? But still be Final Fantasy, right? And it took them a while to, you know, so that's why I think this game is revolutionary. And everything kind of spawns. But I still think that in terms of the classic style, I really still love FF6. It's still one of my favorites. And it's still the first one that I grew up with. And has the best ensemble cast out of all the ones that I played. Like every character is lovable. There's never a character like in this one. There are characters that I kind of they're cool, but there's nothing really going on with them. Like we have Kate Sith. Kate Sith's really cute, right? He's a giant. He's basically a robot cat on a giant. Well, he's a stuffed cat on a giant Moogle, right? But really, like, you know, from what we know about him, he's controlled by Reeve, right? From Shinra. And he kind of, he basically backstabbed us a lot. You know, he stole he took the Ichi materia from us and then gave it to Shinra. And then, like, the Turks tried to get in and didn't know how to get past the gates or whatever, or couldn't get inside. And then we went inside. So Kate kind of like betrayed us a lot, you know? So he kind of like screwed us over a lot. And he's also kind of just a weird cat character, which again, not hating. It's just that the characters in FF6 before had so much more weight to what they were doing. Except the optional characters. And again, Mog and Umaru, they're completely optional. I think some of the optional characters in this game are actually really good. Like Vincent is actually really good. We don't really know too much about him. We get a pretty good story about who he is. If you do the right things, if you go to the right places. And Yuffie has a really good one. But the core characters, I think, have a lot going on in terms of depth. How much you get to learn about what they're doing. like Terra being a, Terra who's half Esper and half human in the joint between two completely different worlds, and then being, having her parents be killed, and then being mind controlled by the Empire to be like a Magitech slave, right? Cloud really is the only one that has like the most. Cloud and Earth have the most depth because they have so much that they have to do. Locke, who's a thief, who like in an FF6, Locke, who's a thief who lost his beloved because he was searching for a treasure and couldn't reach out in time, and so she's in an animated state that well, basically is dead, but in an animated state where she can't die, but she's basically dead, right? She just looks alive, right? And then you have Edgar and Sabine, who are twin brothers. One was slightly older, so they gave the kingdom to him, and then the other didn't want anything to do with the ruling over Figaro. So then he goes off and he trains to be basically an MMA fighter, right? So that's what I mean. Like, there's so much to go on with. This game has more to deal with Sephiroth and Cloud and Aerith and their connection to the planet and how they're connected to Sephiroth. All the other people are kind of like supporting characters that have a little bit to do. They have some to do, but I feel like the depth of the other ones have, and it's just opinion, open opinion, right? Just opinions, no ultimatums, right? It's just my opinion. I do like 6's characters a little bit better. I do like 7's much more, and they tell the story a little bit more convincingly. But the story, the world of 6 is how I picture fantasy games. Not really a rant, just a commentary. Just a commentary. It's hard to know what is going to be your favorite Final Fantasy game. And the crazy thing is that my channel is named after Squall from FF8. And I love Squall as a character. The gameplay totally sucks. And I am not afraid to admit that the gameplay totally sucks in FF8 because it's very confusing. But the character himself, Squall, and what he goes through is. Okay, let's see our materia growth. Oh, got a couple. Hey, look how fast they're growing, right? This is almost level 5. I think that every Final Fantasy has something to offer. And that's why they also try to make every single numbered installments very different. So what I love about the franchise is not so much, in my opinion, not all of them are always like super mind blowing. And there are ones that I think are better than some others. But what I love about the franchise is that there's always something good to find. There's always a game that I feel like if you don't like one, you might like another one. And that's why I think people fall in love with Square so much, because they're willing to take chances and take a lot of risks, making every numbered installment completely different. They're always trying to make the gameplay, the story very different, even though they keep certain things in every game, like certain types of enemies or the chocobos and the mobs fights, right? Removals. They try to keep those clean. But everything else, they really just create a whole story around what they feel like they want to do with it. How many turbo ethers? Very curious. 46. Wow. That's really good. That's gonna help us a lot later. We might not have any use for ethers if we can just farm that over here all the time. Oh, no battle music. Got the victory music though. And if you notice, look at our guild. We're almost back to exactly where we were literally about an hour ago. But once we complete this all section, we are going to probably sell it. And what I'm going to do to protect current all materials that we have that are already maxed, we're going to probably push them into basically a bank character that's going to hold on to all those alls. Just to make it easier so we don't mess this up, right? Because we don't want to oversell all materials that we actually need. That should be the last one. Okay. So let's do this. Go to range. So insert. Pizza. So all those were created, right? Let's see that. Caseth has all of the regular all materials that we have stocked in here. We're gonna swap all these out for new ones. Those are all new, right? There we go. So over here, maybe the same. Those are growing. see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 all materials already in our bank. We have 3 plus the 1 master. I wonder if I should actually at this time probably grab like a secondary. Maybe I'll do that so that we can all level it all up at the same time. I'm gonna run. I don't want to gain any MP for. I want to keep the flow the same. So we're gonna go back to Corcondor real quick. And just to show you following up how much money we're gonna make, we'll do this thing. We want to put on fresh. We should have 8, right? At least. And these are triples, I think. We have 8. 14. I think we have 14 alls that are already maxed. So we have like 4, 4 is 12. 13, so let's see like what can we do here. Check this out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are all new. Right, these are all new. So what am I selling? There you go, right? Look how much money we have now. We're at 2 billion, 23. So we went from like 1 to 23 basically in about like 1 hour. A little bit over an hour. Went from 1 million to 23 just by doing all materials. Right now, whatever we have on triple growth is gonna be like our breadwinner. Let's go back to the Medial area. Just wanted to show you like what that kind of like looked like, how much money we actually make. Continue this forever and ever and ever. do that. Let's do 1700. And we're probably gonna do this for maybe another hour. I want to try to get to like maybe half of what we need to do, which would be great. If we can get there. Definitely will get that done. We are getting also a little bit of gil just randomly walking around and fighting. So it is helping us a little bit. That goal that we want to try and do. We're gonna be running into ads pretty soon, guys. But if you have any yeah, I wish I had like a running like question. I got a question. What do you guys think is gonna be what is your most anticipated thing in the rebirth? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about that. What's your most anticipated? Was wasn't sure if I was close to the beach enough, but I guess I was. Need all the AP. Come on. Nice. How close are we? Very close. Say a few more fights and we can probably get it. Almost. Swap out materia. Pretty good so far. I'm just farming basically though right now. I just have to do something real quick. I'm gonna be probably on here for another maybe 40 more minutes or so. How are you doing right now, Baka? Gold farming. I'm going for the achievement. We're basically guild farming. I'm going for the trophy. So that's all that I'm really doing. It's pretty easy. But the good news is because I'm doing this, I can just easily talk with chat. I don't have to focus on gameplay so hard. I'm already about a quarter of the way there. I have about 70,000. Or sorry, 70 million still left to make. So you mean a playthrough where you collect all the materia? And are you talking about collecting like every single like opportunity to pick it up, or just collecting like one of every type? Because that means you'd have to do probably like golden saucer. You gotta do like the ballerina for that. And what else? I know you can get it. I know you can get the weapons if you want. And then of course you can get like this. But if you're looking for every opportunity to pick up, gosh, you probably have to have at least some guide to show you where all of that is. Because W summon, get that through the traveler side quest, or you can get that through the huge materia, or get all the materials leveled up. You go to the observatory, basically merge them into the master ones. So otherwise you can get master materia through the traveler. So those are two opportunities that you can get, like two master type materials of all the master type materials. We're holding off on getting Knights of the Round later, though. We're gonna do a different route to get Knights of the Round without Chocobo breeding. Which I figured out. I figured out a way that I think it can. We're gonna try and beat Ruby Weapon before we get the golden, and without Knights of the Round. So we'll see how that goes. We're gonna actually try to get Knights of the Round like second to last. That's like way. That's in a few streams. For now, I'm just kind of like working on one achievement at a time, or one trophy at a time, and then we'll be. Then there's gonna be a separate power level. That we'll probably do in the sunken. We'll do that in the sunken. Or the sunken submarine, the Galenko. It's okay. Sometimes though, I've noticed when I look back at the recording, I notice that my voice gets um blurred out by the music, so I try to speak very clearly into the mic these days. At least so you can hear me properly. Okay, now we can swap. Oh, we still have one. All of this is just we're just kind of like grinding. We're slightly grinding out. We're gonna try and get to level 99. We are gonna try to start mastering material here as well. Like making a few copies of the also might try to find more of the unusual types of materia. One that I really want to get is final attack materia. I don't know if I'll be able to get it though, but it can be very strong. We try to go for it. So I'll look up a little bit of research before we start kind of planning how to do that. And maybe we'll try to, maybe what we'll do is we'll spend a lot of time in the Golden Saucer one of these upcoming streams. And that's where we'll do G-Bike and probably some battling, because we gotta probably farm G-Bike too. Probably farm G-Bike to get points just for the hell of it, because we have to get that. The only other way is that we do chocobo racing, but chocobo racing is difficult without our own chocobo. So we'll see. We'll see if it depends if we want to breed our own or if we want to like breed our own golden chocobo, which can go over water and mountains, or if we are gonna try and just defeat Ruby Weapon and get the golden chocobo that way. But the chocobo we get is not a good racing chocobo. It's really crappy. So we'll have to make some decisions there. Surprisingly, that character is up to almost level 80. I did not think that we would be close to getting that close. Off of a very easy enemy. Anyways, following up what from what you have seen in pro, I don't know how much you've seen, but from what you have seen in this playthrough, what are you looking forward to in Rebirth? Like, what moments are you excited about? Or that you hope that they that they emulate into the next game? Well, for chocobos, I know what we will get is that chocobos will be making there's the super short ones, and then there's the like actual like rideable ones. I know that the short ones are throughout the world, and that's how you get to like wayward points. They call it like bus. They have like bus stops basically. And if you put the post up at the bus stop, I think that's how like you create a wayward point. So that's one. And then we have the regular chocobos that we can customize. And then we'll have, after that, we have like all the different types of jungles. I think the story is gonna end very tragically. I'm not like spoiler alert if you haven't played. You might know certain things that happened in this game. They're very tragic. Or about the characters. But I think certain things are gonna remain the same. And how it plays out though is what I think might be a change. The reasons why things might happen be a change. Or that certain things in the trailers might be missing. But usually with gameplay or game trailers, usually it's pretty accurate to what is actually in the game. Except the only one time that it was not. That a game trailer completely fully fooled us was Last of Us Part 2. The very first reveal trailer with Last of Us Part 2. And we saw Joel kind of like tell Ellie like, you know, shh, right? Because like there's people or whatever. But it wasn't Joel in the game. It was somebody completely different. Because if you know the events of Last of Us Part 2, well, you kind of know what happens. But yeah. Oh, they're about to see. But who knows? I don't know if Square would actually put things in their trailers that aren't actually there, or if they would, you know, if we're supposed to Easter egg every little thing that we see in every little frame. But there is a lot of empty space that they haven't really showed us, that I'm sure that they're waiting for us to experience. I think talks with Bugenhagen's gonna be a big one. I think that our conversations, you know, like what they really focus on is really early games. Sephiroth and Cloud and flashback of when, you know, they went to Nibelheim and, you know, Cloud talks about Sephiroth. You know, we've seen the Golden Saucer. We've seen a little bit of Yunnan and the fighting areas of Yunnan. That's really about it. I mean, and a few little shots of like Bugenhagen later. We actually get to learn about Red 13. Red 13's connection to Bugenhagen, and Bugenhagen has a big connection to understanding the planet. So, you know, we'll get to learn that. But besides that, in terms of like where our characters, and of course Golden Saucer, and some events that happen there. But the last third of the game, we have no idea what's going on, which is great. There's one shot though that I think is going to be, that I'm still debating if that's going to actually really happen or if it's a red herring. We'll see what happens. But when we get to like the last third of the game, there's a lot of stuff that happens. A lot of stuff that happens. A lot of stuff that happens. Right before, like right after we get, you know, we try to stop the events of the New Year first. obviously we're playing past that point of where we thought we were gonna stop it, which is like where a lot of story gets. And I think it's a perfect time actually, right after a particular spot, because it leaves everybody in disarray because we have no like it's kind of like an Empire Strikes Back moment. There's a very Empire Strikes Back moment where a lot of stuff happens, a lot of stuff like crazy stuff happens, and our characters are are either like in terms of like what happens to them. There's no they're not together. They're all separated. Bad stuff happens, where the party is like basically split apart. So, like a typical trope in a 3-part movie, that's what kind of happens. And I can talk a little, I can't be completely unspoilery because this game is 20, 30 years, but I will try to keep specifics like out of but those are my predictions. My predictions is that we're gonna be like possibly heartbroken, possibly feel like we need a cigarette, as they say. But at the same time, I feel like there's gonna be a little bit of a ray of hope. There's gonna be like that hope of like something, the possibility of there's gonna be a possibility of that, that even though like we're at our roughest time, that we still are gonna keep trucking. And I think that theme is gonna carry on to the final third game. Which the third game really, like following up, you kind of jumped into this, but the third act is really just we escape someplace, and there's these giant things around, and they're destroying basically it's like a reaction of the planet from like air being called. So they're just randomly around. And we're trying to deal with it. And then, Sephiroth has been like, basically Sephiroth is like where meteor is supposed to crash. And he put a barrier around, and the only way we could destroy the barrier is if like Shinra is trying to figure out a way to destroy the barrier. The weapons or those giant kaiju monsters are running around, destroying places or just running around, like trolling, right? And in the OG, which you've seen, we've encountered one of them. His name is Ultimate Weapon. That one is actually the easiest one. Well, the easiest one the second easiest one that we actually found. That is I would say it's the second weapon that's the easiest to fight. It's the first weapon that's actually optional. There is one other that we defeated as a part of the story, which was like super easy. It's super easy. But it's supposed to be easy because it's like the story, right? The story one is going to be always easier. And then there's one that was just like killed in a cutscene. So we had Sapphire weapon get blasted in the face by the cannon at Junon because after Sephiroth, summoned Meteor, all those weapons as a reaction of the planet like awakened. Sapphire weapon tried to attack Junon, got blasted in the face by the cannon and died. Diamond weapon, the way Diamond weapon got killed is Midgar. Basically, they moved the cannon from Junon over to Midgar because Midgar has more Mako energy, and Midgar. That's where you were kind of jumping in, where we revisited Midgar. But as a reaction to shooting the Northern Crater, Diamond Weapon was summoned and was approaching Midgar, so that we fought it, killed it, stopped it, and then randomly we have. After that, you have 3 others that are just floating. So we defeated Ultimate. Now the other 2 are very hard. Like they are. We're gonna probably deal with them. I don't know. Maybe not in the next stream. Maybe in a couple streams. Because we're gonna have to like level up very high. We have to have like the right material equipped. They have very weird and different mechanics. One of them is a little bit more straightforward, but has a super high HP pool. The second one has a slightly less HP pool, but will do certain attacks that remove the characters outside of the field, but counts as a death. So, and it has a weird mechanic where, yeah, it has weird mechanics. That's on our list. Once we get, and the other thing is, if we get Ruby Weapon without getting, if we defeat one of the weapons without getting the Golden Chocobo, we are given a free Golden Chocobo. And we can get one of the most powerful summons in the entire game. And if we do all of that, and we complete all of that, all we have to do is go to the very, very end, get the and we'll get the Platinum Trophy when we actually beat the game. So that's our goal. Trying to defeat Emerald and Ruby Weapon without the hardest summon. Or the best summon in the game. And seeing if we can deal enough damage to kill it in time. Which I think we can do. I think it's possible. I think it's very, very possible. I love triple materia growth. Damn. 57. Nice. I don't know, 17 elixirs and 6 mega elixirs. That's pretty good. We're gonna start using maybe X potions like later. But this is pretty good. 57 elixirs. This is a great farming spot. I know we could probably use the W item glitch to make this is fine. Considering we just go for it. Sweet. There we go. Now I got it. Okay, so that should be the bottom. Right? Arrange. Oh, pretty soon. One more fight. Go. Let's get the top. That material. Okay. We're gonna try and get like one more round. And we're gonna try and sell. Once we re-equip all new materials, we're gonna sell them. Just so that we know how much we need, how much more we need left to sell. We're gonna do one more full rounds where we max out all of them, and then that's probably gonna be what it is gonna be for today. It's gonna be a good while though before we get there, but let's see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we'll see how much more money we need to make. I'm gonna guess we're probably gonna be closer to maybe 75, 80. Which, as you saw from that first run, we already did like 25. If we do a few other runs, we could actually do like probably do full max outs. I think you do it like maybe 4 times. easily you'll get it. It's just that it's kind of mindless. But why not, right? Nice. One hit. Yeah. I was gonna say some. Oh, one more round, guys. I'm gonna do it as fast as I can. See if I can get like this. almost there. Nice. Ugh. So much grinding. $400 to get to level 4. No, just getting bored. You know how it's just very monotonous. But yeah, I am yawning because I'm just doing the same exact thing over and over again. But I do have this, so. Let's see if that went to like level 5, right? Yeah, level 4. These are on 486. Wow, Cloud went up a level. See. So 14 more battles, maybe? And we'll get the triple one done. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna clean out. I'm gonna sell them all. Once the triple slot is like and then I want to show you how much money we'll make. It should be a pretty significant amount. But I want to get those triple ones like Come on. Same. Got it. So, exchange. Those are all my materials. Some of them are already recreated. Okay, there you go. And get into another fight. We need to level these up. Now, if we had like a triple materia armor, that would be so good. Too bad we don't have that now. But it would be so good if we had something like that. We're gonna probably go into like another aggro coming up soon. Just let it go. But I probably will still be here after a couple minutes. We'll see you guys in just a bit. It's gonna be in about a minute or so from now. 10 more fights. 10 more fights. Well, actually, 7 more fights. Then we can start moving like other ones up there and swapping them out. And then we'll see how much money we made the last roughly a little over 2 hours. Which I think we made a pretty decent chunk. So I know we took a little bit of a break though. We leveled. Ah, good. All into a blank spot. Do this. These are done. Okay. We're just gonna level up all these like a little bit faster with the triple. It's gonna help with it much quicker. Because all of them I think are level 4s now. Maybe like 7 or 8 different fights. It's gonna probably get all those triples probably leveled. I'm gonna guess because they're very close to 5, so fully mastered. And you can see we're just under 24 million. We don't have to go very far to sell. We can go pretty much just next door, which is what we're gonna do. And we do have to another achievement is one character does have to go to level 99. So we're gonna do that as well. Okay, so that one's done. All these guys are mastered. Look at all of our all materials. Some of those are gonna go back. More all materials. We're gonna move some of the ones. So let's go ahead and arrange all that. Got like 5 fights, maybe. Oh yeah. Well, last few fights, and then we're good to go. Maybe three or 4 fights. Yeah, probably about 3 or 4. Yep. All right. Okay. So this is where we're gonna be kind of essentially ending it, but let's see how much money we have. Let's go to the deal. What it is deal. Let's go talk to this guy. Hey, let's sell. Syria. All these massive materials. So why don't we just start selling them? All right. Did that. So let's go this way. Go to Cosmo Canyon one more time. I mean, for Condor one more time. But if you look at it right now, we have 78 million yen. We are almost there. Kind of curious to see. Range. Let's see. Kind of curious, like in terms of selling prices. All materials get one. That's awful. 70,000. Where is it get? Magic pluses, you get a pretty good amount. I guess because it's like 5 stacks. All right. Well, at least we kind of. probably will eventually. I think I have an HP plus material that will also use as well. But what I think for today, guys, I know it wasn't very eventful, but we are about 12 million away from reaching. And this is where we're going to be ending it, guys. Thank you so much for whoever's watching. Once again, see you guys all next time. And hopefully within the next maybe 4 or 5 of these, we're going to take it right up to Sephiroth. So anyways, you guys have a good one. You take care now. Peace out.